Okay, I'm going to show you a few things on this setting page. So if you were, say, in the media folder or the studio or whatever, you can get there from here, the settings. I'm going to show you the first one that I think everybody wants to know about, and that's the default appears to be that we see the image and not the file name. Easy fix. Right here, show timeline frames, turn that off. Now you're back to what you had before. This is actually the video I made on the AI, so this would have whatever label you have on your images, and this is how they were labeled through the AI process. And you can see the speech is labeled. You might have that labeled by the name or the title to the script or whatever you might want to do. But that's all you need to do is, it seems like this is the default now, but you can just go right down to there. The other thing, I actually put some spaces in here because I believe the default is turning on the auto compact track. See what happens? Watch these right here. You're just getting rid of all the excess tracks that you also can do right here. Or you can remove the track. You can also add a track if you want to do it. But the default has been on making it stacked instead of having the extra tracks that you then would want to remove anyways. So you can either remove it here, here, and you can have it as a default there. The other thing is right here, you can see a little bit of the faded on the outside and on the top because the image was larger than the canvas. I always would like that because then I can see where everything is placed and what would be the actual size of the final video. But you can show the bigger part of it. I don't think I'd ever do that. I would want just what I want to see so I know what I'm working with. The other, well, first the autosave, I do have it on. I would recommend that in case you forget to save it, but you can choose your amount of time or you can just change, you can turn off autosave and it won't autosave. I don't see any problem with keeping it because at least it covers me. On a Mac, I also just do Command S constantly. You can see Project Save just came up on the corner because I used on my Mac Command S. You can see it saved it. So I do that, but I do that in any kind of project I'm doing in PowerPoint or whatever. So the other thing is the editing mode. The editing mode defaults to low. And what low is telling you is your quality that you view on the screen is lower perhaps, and it's not the same quality of the image that will be rendered when you publish your video. High, it's going to give you a higher quality image or the video that's in there, but it could slow down your editor. So if you don't really need to see all that high stuff, I think it defaults to low, and that would be my recommendation because if you're having trouble with your speed of working on any project, which can get slower the more animations you have, the more 3D type stuff that you're doing is going to slow down your play speed and your workflow. The one other thing to realize is even with high, that doesn't mean if you import a 4K video, you're going to see it in 4K here. It's not going to do that for you. It's still, the high resolution is going to be for CreateStudio assets. And of course, when you publish it, it's going to publish at whatever quality you have chosen in your options over here. So your editing mode doesn't influence your publishing. It's just when you're working in the editor, and again, high can slow you down. But I think this is the one that most people would want to know. That's why I told you first. That's going to get rid of those big images if you don't want them. All right, I hope you found that helpful. Happy creating.